Blank. Okay. Hi, my name's Chris. I am 26, and in 2026 of Artfight, I witnessed some of the worst shit imaginable. It was so hard. Just give me a moment. Hey, what's up? My name's Chris. This is my couch, and we're gonna talk about Artfight today because I haven't read a lot of books, but I've contributed to a lot of Artfight. This mic is not on. This was for the bit. Hi guys! What's up? This video's gonna come out, not late, it's gonna come out later in the day, but none of you are gonna know that by the time this is a couple weeks old, so Toodles is right here. You can't really see her, but that's okay. I have done minimal reading. I've contributed a lot to Artfight. That's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about Artfight, baby! Here's some fucking art I've done. This is my royalty-free music. This is a dumb bit as well. Look at my art. Yay! I'm not dead. No one's getting my user. I've actually been posting a lot on TikTok about Artfight. For those of you that don't know, I have a decent following. Nobody kill me! I have a decent following on TikTok over at studio.chris 2.0 if you wanted to go check me out there. I posted some Artfight content prior to Artfight. I had a video do pretty well. I had a ton of people drop their Artfight cards. I went and checked a bunch of people out, ended up drawing a bunch of work. Artfight started. I've started posting some of my drawing content, what you've just seen. And I've also seen a lot of bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is my second year on Artfight. My first year on Artfight, I think I pulled off 29 attacks throughout the entire month of July of 2025. And I received about half of that in defenses / revenges and stuff like that. I didn't promo at all. I went into Artfight to just beat people up. I went in and started snagging characters and dishing it out. Because my friend was like, it's an art gifting thing. You go in, you attack people, and sometimes you get revenges. That was how it was explained to me, and I went, that sounds super fun. I love drawing other people's characters. And so that's what I did. I did 0 promo, and then when I did a couple attacks, I posted them on my Tumblr account, and it's like basically dead and diseased outside of the the month that is Artfight. But this year, I decided to post a little bit on TikTok, and I mean, overwhelmingly positive in my little algorithm set of people that have commented on my content, telling me that they like my art, and that's great. I appreciate it very, very much. And then dropping their art cards, and I get to go fight those people, and then I've been able to tag those people in, like, video edits I've done, like, doing their work, and it's been a great time. I've been having a lovely time. Now, the problem is, I started posting under the Artfight tag. Not a big deal on TikTok. But the problem I ran into was now my algorithm, which is typically like cars, dirt bikes, and people lip syncing along to music videos, as per usual. Music videos. God, I sound old. Various videos, doing edits. I follow a lot of people that do like short horror film content. A little bit of everything, but it's a lot of cars and dirt bikes, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I've been getting Artfight content. Totally not a problem. I'm loving it. I'm eating it up. Except, and I'm sure that this is not going to be the first time you've heard this, I've been seeing people that I think have a falsified narrative of what Artfight is supposed to be. My cats are trying to beat each other up right now, I guess. Hey! What are you two doing? Be nice to you, sister. Muffler. Thank you. It's like children. Not really, but still. I think people just have the wrong idea. In the first 3 days of Artfight, I had dished out a couple of attacks. I think I received 1. I promoed the fuck out of myself. I received 1 attack. And on day 3, I kept seeing the same thing repeatedly over and over and over again. And if any of you have seen similar things, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's me refreshing the page on day 3 and not getting any attacks. Oh, my art is so cute, but nobody's attacked me yet. Stop. It was like pity marketing. And I'm gonna be so honest with you, I scrolled past most of those videos because the pity marketing, I can't stand that shit. I will scroll past your content when it comes to pity marketing. I hate it so much. 2, it was day 3 when I saw a bulk of this type of content coming out. I get that you keep seeing huge TikTok videos talking about how many people have attacked you and getting like 700 attacks and blah, 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 blah. That's just how it goes. These people promo attempts. The people have been online forever. Like, there's lots of reasons why that happens, and there's lots of reasons why you wouldn't get attacked. One of those being, art takes time. If you want a fully rendered piece, a lot of people don't bust that kind of workout in 3 days. I just kind of have been doodling my whole life, basically. And so my fully rendered pieces as a traditional artist using alcohol markers as my main form of coloring is just basically this. And it ain't great, it ain't perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and call myself a 5-star artist. I'm not. I'm mediocre at best. And I'm not meaning that in a way for you to guilt trip me to be like, Chris, no, your work's great. I know, my work is fine. But at the end of the day, I didn't go to school. I'm not saying you have to go to school. But I also don't draw enough for me to do better. I've been stuck in the same art style for years because I don't draw enough to get myself out of it. And that's just the long and short of it. That's how it is. I'm mediocre, and that's not a problem. I have no problems being mediocre at it. Because I just like to draw, I like to doodle, and I'm not doing it for money. I never have. That's just it. I don't do commissions, I don't do anything. I do Artfight because it's art gifting. I like drawing other people's stuff. I love it when people are excited about receiving character art of their OCs. And I get the added benefit of occasionally someone draws my OCs. And it's great. I love it. But I fear that some of the first year people that may have discovered it via TikTok don't realize what it was actually supposed to be. Because the main thing I keep seeing is people talking under these people's comments, being like, are you attacking other people? Are you? And, like, that's just it. The whole point is I attack somebody, maybe they revenge me. It's not guaranteed. It is never guaranteed. There's people that'll do tons of attacks and then never get a revenge. Also depends on how many attacks you're doing. It just depends. It really depends on how many people are online at one point. How many people are you attacking? Who are you attacking? Are you only attacking these super, like, high quality artists that are already getting like 100, 200 attacks in 4 days? Because if you're only ever attacking those people, they might not even see your work. It truly just depends. I attack a wide variety of things, but a lot of it's just mutuals. I hit my mutuals. If they're great artists, if they're good artists, if they're mediocre artists, if they're fucking beginner artists, it doesn't matter to me. I've also been seeing a decent bit, and this might just be, it's not a huge thing. I know that it just comes up on my feed because I'm already talking about Artfight or I'm interacting with content about Artfight. I've seen a couple of people where, like, they'll do art for someone and the person comments back, which, even if you can't revenge, please comment, let me know, you know, cool. Like, the shittiest things. I think my favorite one, was, oh, your style's really interesting. Thanks for drawing. It just sounds so passive-aggressive. And it cannot sound passive-aggressive. I'm not saying it always does. I'm gonna go a lot of back and forth on this, but, like, man, like, why, like, just be like, oh, hey, thank you for drawing my OC. You don't have to be weird about it. Now, my comments on Artfight are unhinged. Examples of some of the things I've left on other people's work of my OCs. I threatened to eat that shit. Listen, I go overboard, but I'm grateful for any piece of work of my characters. I don't care what your skill level is. I am thrilled to have the experience that someone wanted to draw my characters and gift it to me. I absolutely adore it. I don't care what level of artist you are. I'm always thrilled. It is always the best piece of work because the fact that you wanted to pick my character and draw it for me is on itself unbelievable to me in the grand scheme of things. And I'm always thrilled. And that's just me. And that's fine. I just feel like there's a weird little group in the in-between. I know it's not a large group of people, but it's just the pity marketing. I am less apt to drawing your characters, especially when you're online, bitching and whining and complaining about not receiving any art of your character. And so a lot of them are giving off this, like, level of entitlement. That's how I'm feeling about it. Regardless, I'm having a great time on Artfight. I have gained a lot of mutuals recently, with other Artfight people. The first people I hit were mutuals I've had for a long time on TikTok, and they were like, oh, by the way, we're on Artfight. And I was like, bro, I didn't know you were on Artfight. Let's fucking go. Like, I'm gonna get you. And I've been having a great time, and oh my god, here's some of the art I've received of my OCs. Oh my god, look at this. Look at these babies. They're so good. They're just so good. I got a textile? That blew my mind. And I felt really bad because the piece I sent back, I had such a hard time with their OC. I try to prioritize revenge, but sometimes, like, I have mutuals that are furries, and that's all the OCs that they have. And I haven't drawn furry content since I was reading, like, Warrior Cat back in the day. So, my furries aren't the best. I drew a Transformer character, for the first time. That, I felt like I backtracked in my art skills, but also, like, that was hard. Like, trying to actually get, like, all of the details right, it felt like I really just went back to the basics of, like, okay, line here, color, line here, color, like, no shading, no dimension. It was such a flat drawing, but, like, that was just what I could produce, because I'd never drawn mechs before. And, I'm trying to branch out of my comfort zone. I've done a small watercolor piece. I wanted to do more watercolor, but I cannot find my OG watercolor palette or paper. So we haven't really gone that far. Yeah, I've mainly just done a lot of alcohol marker work. And then I've slowed down a little bit because I don't want to burn myself out. I do this every year while I do, like, so much. And then I just, like, die at the tail end. And then I don't draw for, like, a year. And then Artfight comes back around and I'm like, yeah, let's do it! Like, I don't typically color my own work. A lot of my work is just, like, random drawn sketches for D&D, and I hardly ever actually color my work. And then Artfight comes, oh look, we have a guest star. Hello, my dear. Hi. I don't typically color my work. So, but overall, Artfight's been fun, and I know it's only, like, been a week and a half, and I'm thrilled to receive any attacks during the day. I've received, I want to say, like, 7 or 8 now. One of them, quite a few of them are from mutuals. One of them's from, like, a very, very, like, my best friend of 18 plus years. And, it's so cute. I have this new OC character I designed, like, right at the tail end of Artfight last year. Peep this bitch. And, she doesn't really have a design. She didn't really have a gender. I've recently made it a girl. And we're just calling her Mace. I know, nail in the coffin here, really hitting it on the head. And, oh man, I've received some beautiful art of her that has really piqued my interest into the more, like, feminine design of her character. And so, yeah, I think I'm actually going to make her a woman, which is going to be great. And I'm very thrilled about it. I really don't have a ton to talk about outside of this. I just kind of want to talk about a little bit about the drama I've seen, and it's not just on TikTok. I want to make that perfectly clear. I've seen it on Blue Sky. I've seen it on Instagram. I've seen it on fucking, obviously, TikTok. I've seen people talk about it on Twitter. I don't even have a fucking Twitter account anymore, and I've seen it. There is a lot of this like, pity me, please come draw my characters. And the only thing I have to say to people that are really having a hard time with people attacking you are, like, truly, are you attacking other people? And who are you attacking? Are those people receiving a shit ton of art already, and their, like, defense to attack ratio? Look at the ratios. Truly. I'm not trying to be a dick here. Like, my ratio is almost, like, 50%. Like, I have drawn 50% more than I've received. And that's just how it works sometimes. And sometimes you don't get it great on the first year. Sometimes you only get 2 or 3 or whatever. 1 sometimes. And that's okay. It depends on how you promo yourself. It depends on how many attacks you're doing, who you're attacking. And, like, just be open-minded. I think the very first person I attacked in 2025, I had gotten a comment, and they were like, oh my god, this is so cute. And I didn't receive anything from them. And I was like, that's cool. They were very gorgeous art. And I was like, I probably won't receive anything from them because, like, people have full-time jobs. A lot of us are working full-time, myself included, and doing things on our weekends. It's July. A lot of us are camping. A lot of us are hiking. A lot of us are going on vacation. A lot of us just work. So, like, give people time, because that person, I thought, maybe didn't have time to attack me, but had the time to comment, which I was so grateful for. Ended up, like, towards, like, middle of July or tail end of July, ended up with this gorgeous piece by then that I feel like did not deserve, but was very, very grateful for. And, it's funny, I've attacked them again this year, and was like, hey, don't feel obligated to, like, hit me up again this year. I just wanted to draw your characters and just state that, like, I really appreciated last year because you were my first ever attack. Anyways, so I'm just out here being a goofy little guy, and, if you want to attack me, good luck, because I have blocked off my username from everything in this video. That's right. I'm not dropping my Artfight. That has been the thing. I posted videos on TikTok. I posted videos here now. I've posted a couple of stuff on Blue Sky, and I have not actually dropped my username for Artfight anywhere. Is it difficult to find me? No, it's really not. It's not at all. But people on TikTok have noticed, and they're like, hey, by the way, what's your Artfight? And I've given it to one person. One person so far, because they asked very, very nicely, and I was like, alright, here you go. But I actually haven't put my Artfight out anywhere else. I get very overwhelmed sometimes with, like, getting attacks, and then I feel obligated to revenge, because that is who I am as a person. But also, I'm always worried that someone's gonna have characters I'm not gonna know how to draw, or even want to draw, like the inspiration's not there, and then I won't be able to revenge them. So I just, like, go out and just attack people that I get inspiration from, typically. But I don't care, like, skill level. I'll attack anyone, which is also why it was great having people drop their Artfight cards into mine, because I gotta go through and just pick who I wanted to beat up. Yeah, no, that's what I have today. Happy Artfight, everyone. I will probably make another video on Artfight, a little probably more lighthearted next time. And, my book content obviously will resume eventually, but right now it's probably going to be a lot of Artfight because that is consuming the majority of my time. So, that, and I might do some gardening content if you guys are open to it. Or cooking content, because I am it's blackberry season here where I live, and I'm ready to start freezing blackberries and making mini pies. I'm ready. Okay, well, oh, you look so disturbed, child. She probably is. Alright, that's it. Get out of here. God, we do this every time.